The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge have visited a former concentration camp as they continue their tour of Poland.
The royal couple spoke with two survivors from the Stutthof concentration camp who've returned to it for the first time today. Its camp was the first to be set up outside Germany and one of the last camps to be liberated from Nazi control.
Well, royal correspondent Rhiannon Mills spoke to Manfred Goldberg and Ziggy Schipper ahead of the meeting.
For me, it is quite a seismic event, because since I was permitted to come to England in September 1946, I have not set foot in either Germany or Poland.
Ziggy Schipper and Manfred Goldberg met when they were teenagers in the horror of the Stutthof concentration camp. Now they're going back there for the first time.
I decided that I really had to face the past, and hence my consent to come.
I never, except Stutthof, thought that I was going to die. You saw people in front of you, all over you, dying. But I never thought I was going to die, except Stutthof.
Like thousands of Jewish children and their families in the Second World War, they were rounded up, forced into slave labour in the most inhumane conditions and made to watch public executions.
We had to assemble in a square. They had erected an enormous gallows with 8 nooses hanging down, and one by one we had to watch these men, innocent men, being hanged. Jewish lives just did not count.
The weather, I thought, was going to kill me, because it was like well below zero, and we were wearing striped pyjamas, because that's what we got in Auschwitz.
Manfred's little brother was murdered. Ziggy lost his entire family apart from his mother. It was friendship that meant they both survived.
When they took you away from the camp, both of you have described it as the death march.
I said to my friends, I'm not going, I can't walk. They said they'll help me. That was him and other people like that we were friends. And it had not been them, I would not have been here today. I wouldn't have survived. They said, you know what will happen to you if you don't walk? They'll shoot me. I said, but I can't walk. We'll help you.
So if one of us got a bit more food than the other, we were able to share, live and let live. And generally give encouragement. That was probably the most vital aspect of friendship in the camp. Because none of us knew any morning whether we would still be alive that evening. Quite literally, life was a lottery.
They now speak in schools with the Holocaust Educational Trust. Today they'll tell the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge their story, another shared memory in their extraordinary lives.
That's Rhiannon Mills reporting there, and that's just to remind you, the pictures of these two fellows meeting the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge a little earlier. Had a really great conversation with them, and I have to say that the people around them, the minders, were trying to hurry them along, but they were keen to talk for as long as they could, and so were the Duke and Duchess. So that's them who we just spoke to with Rhiannon Mills meeting the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge.
Russia is